I've headed about an hour and a half out of Melbourne to cosy tents at Blackwood. It's around 5 degrees in the middle of the afternoon, and it's certainly noticeable jumping out of the warm car. Is it the tougher look? Is it the promise of adventure? Or just the confidence that you get on the road? Take the Mitsubishi ASX for example. It was one of the first of the current crop of compact SUVs to hit Australian roads and is consistently a top seller. Yeah, it looks pretty good. It's got a little bit of luxury about it, but you don't have to go off-road unless you want to. It's a bit like camping compared to glamping, which is what we're doing tonight. Now, one of the main reasons so many Australians are jumping from hatches, sedans or wagons into SUVs are they really like the look of it. It's a bit chunkier, a bit tougher, it has a bit more height and generally more room inside the cabin. Most small SUVs though are soft-roaders, meaning they're far more comfortable around town. It's a bit like glamping. You might want to test the water but not jump straight into camping. In the same way, the ASX is not a Pajero or a Challenger. It's a bit of a poser, a bit like me convincing I'm roughing it here glamping. It does have a slight tough element to it, but is a bit more luxurious in its design and engineering than a hardcore off-roader. For many SUV buyers, it's that feeling of confidence on the road that attracts them to this type of car. The higher seating position, you don't feel low on the road, and the visibility is great. There are some fantastic roads around here. Let's go and check them out. The ASX is Mitsubishi's second top-selling model after the Triton Ute. On a wider scale, small SUV registrations are up 24.4% in 2014. One big reason why sales of conventional small cars are contracting alarmingly. However, new competition from rivals such as the hot-selling Honda HR-V and Mazda CX-3 are making life a little harder for everyone else. Still, there's no sign of a sales slowdown here, meaning there's still plenty of success to be had. While the high driving position really is the flavour of the moment, we've had a lot of people let us know that elderly relatives have purchased SUVs because of the height. They're easier to get in and out of. The same could also be said for getting kids into child seats in the back. Now, a lot of SUVs of this size, they are available with four-wheel drive, but most of them are on-demand only, meaning you've got no control over when it kicks in. With the ASX, however, you can manually lock it into full four-wheel drive, giving you that extra bit of confidence off-road. Now, speaking of off-road, we've had a fair bit of rain and there is some dirt tracks around here with probably a lot of puddles, so I think we should go and find some and sling some mud. Another major reason people want SUVs is that promise of adventure, that dream of clocking off on a Friday afternoon and heading off for the weekend just like we did. And you can do it if you want and whenever you want, or not, and that's the whole point. A lot of people will buy SUVs and only drive them around town. They'll never get anywhere near the dirt. And that's okay too. Though it looks the business, like most of its competitors, the ASX isn't really off-road capable. Unsealed roads are fine, bit of mud, few puddles, no problems. But you're not going to really want to tackle anything too challenging. Cars like the ASX are a great way to get off the beaten track though. It certainly has the capability to handle your budding adventurous side. Now, it's pretty obvious why SUVs are so popular. They look fantastic and you really do get that sense of confidence on the road, whether you're driving on sealed roads or heading a little bit off the beaten track. They also inspire a sense of adventure. You get a feeling you can go and do something out of the ordinary. So if you're one of those people looking at making a jump into an SUV, there are a ton of reasons that something like this could suit your lifestyle.